Hi gang, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while. I feel like I can't come back and just get into a video without explaining where exactly I have been over the past year, 18 months, maybe 2 years since my last video. If you follow me on Instagram or even TikTok, you probably feel a little bit more up to date. But if you don't, number one, you should. But number two, I am 18 months into being a mum of two. Definitely the last video I posted, I would have been pregnant. I had a little boy. He is 18 months old now. My daughter is almost 5. She'll be 5 next month. So I have just been deep in motherhood, to be honest. As far as content creation and my business goes, Instagram is like my main platform. So I have stayed consistent on there. But to be honest, when you have the second one, it hits, it really does. I absolutely love being a mum of two and it has been such a blessing, but it has been hard to find that juggle, find that balance. And 18 months in, I feel like I'm getting there with it now. So I really want to get back into regular programming, regular videos, at least a video a week. That is what I'm working towards. And I feel as though I've been putting this off for a while. I've kind of had a bit of anxiety about it. So today I decided I'm ripping the band-aid off, filming my first video back, and we're just gonna get straight into it. So I wanted to start off with a bit of a hair update video because to this day, I still get so many comments on my texture release videos, and a lot of comments now are asking me, it has been a couple of years since you had the texture release, what were the long-term impacts on your hair? So I thought that I would address some of those comments today, also talk about my second experience of postpartum shedding and what I'm doing in terms of my hair in that respect, and then also number 3, what are kind of my future plans with my hair. So let's get started. As it's a hair video, I really wanted to shoot this with my hair out, but the timing just did not align. I will insert the clips and videos so that you can see what my hair looks like now and exactly what I'm referring to. But to give you the details of this unit, this wig I had custom made. It's a 6x6 closure with 2 18-inch bundles of body wave hair. But this is actually probably one of my favorite wigs that I've ever owned, and it's the first time I've had a wig layered, and I don't know what I've been doing up until now. Layers is actually what makes it, and I don't know how it's taken me this long to come to this realization. But anyway, let's get into the rest of the video. So the number one question I've been asked is, did the texture release damage my hair? I personally would say no. I don't feel like I experienced any damage from the texture release itself. I did experience some heat damage along the texture release journey, but I don't feel like that was down to the texture release. That was down to the fact that I only wore my hair straight, so therefore I straightened it a lot. And I tried to stick to only straightening it when I washed it, but often I didn't stick to that. So I feel like any heat damage was really self-inflicted. I don't feel like it was the outcome of the texture release. The only way in which it connected to the texture release is that having the texture release made me wear my hair straight more often. Before that, I never straightened my hair. So that is the only link, but really it was more of a user error situation than anything else. The only place that I experienced the heat damage was the front around my hairline and also the very back. And those were the areas that, especially because I had a bob, that if I felt like it wasn't looking as fresh, that's where I would go back in. In terms of avoiding heat, when I was trying to minimize the heat damage, I did sleep with rollers, pin curls, made sure I was wrapping my hair. I feel like I got to a place with wrapping my hair where I was able to get up the next day and not feel like I had to put heat on it. So I definitely think all of those things are possible. Some people mentioned in the comments some thinning. I didn't experience that. The second biggest question was, did my hair ever fully revert? I feel as though my hair did revert, and I'll put the clips in now so that you can see what my hair currently looks like. My curls are still there. It doesn't look how it looked when I first got the texture release. So this is 2 years later. I had my texture release just under 2 years ago. And what tells me that it is reverted also is the fact that I don't feel any difference between my regrowth and the rest of my hair. So to me, I feel as though my hair did revert, but let's bear in mind, this is 2 years later. My stylist told me that typically people's hair takes at least a year to revert. So my expectations weren't that my hair was going to revert in 6 months, but I have heard a lot of people say that. So I think if that's that's your expectation, then you would probably feel as though it didn't revert. But I'm 2 years down the line, I definitely feel like my hair did revert, especially for people who get the texture release and wear their hair curly a lot, which many people do. I don't think that you would have any problems or feel as though your hair didn't come back. That's my opinion. But, you know, I'm not an expert, I'm just a girl on YouTube. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I was also asked a lot of questions about maintenance, how I took care of my hair, and also what I was putting in my hair when I mentioned that I don't use oils in my hair anymore. I started washing my hair every other week. Ideally, I would like to wash my hair weekly, but I just don't have the time. I don't, but it is my goal to wash my hair weekly. At the moment, I wash it every other week. I mean, at the moment, it's probably a bit less than that now that I'm back in wig prison. But ideally, every other week. In terms of products, I love this Amika Intense Moisture Shampoo is one of my favorites. There's also a mask, which is the same product, just as a hair mask. Absolutely love it. I just finished that. This, I think, is a great shampoo and definitely improves the hydration of my hair. I do 1 week with this, and the next time I wash my hair, I use this Red Ken set, which is an acidic bonding concentrate, shampoo and conditioner. I've actually almost finished the conditioner, but I've still got some of the shampoo left. This is great in terms of strengthening your hair. My stylist recommended this to me, and I definitely feel like when I had the heat damage, using this a lot, I really felt like it helped bring the body back to my hair. So this I would definitely recommend. In terms of products that I would put into my hair between washes, my favorite is the Double Buttercream from As I Am. This is what I use religiously in both my hair and my children's hair, and I find that this adds a lot of moisture to your hair without making it heavy. Use it sparingly, don't use loads of it, especially if you have fine hair like me. It also gives it a bit of shine as well. So those are my top products. The next question is, would I get the texture release again? And the answer is yes, I would, I will, and I am. I've got my appointment booked for next month. Just in a few weeks, I'm getting my texture release done again. And I'm really excited about it. As I mentioned, obviously, I had a baby 18 months ago. I experienced postpartum shedding all over again. If I can find pictures, I will insert them here. But I experienced postpartum shedding all over again. I've been back in wig prison, as I like to call it, and just feeling as though I have to wear a wig all the time. And now that a lot of my hair has grown back, I feel like my edges are looking acceptable. So I'm ready to get the texture release done again so that I can just have that freedom with my hair again. One of the things that I loved about having the texture release was just that flexibility of being able to wear my hair out. It really made me experiment with a lot more different styles. I started wearing ponytails a lot. Like, a ponytail became my signature look. I did a video on here of me trying it for the first time, and I've come a long way since then. So I love a ponytail. I also experimented more with clip-ins, both like yaki straight clip-ins, but then also clip-ins that were closer to my natural hair texture, which I loved. So I just feel like it made me more experimental, and that's something that I really want to continue this year. I really want to just get out of my comfort zone as far as hair is concerned, and I think having the texture release will help me do that. But I also want to try a lot of other styles, like stitch braids has been on my list for a long time. I really want to try that. I would like to try braids again. I don't think I've had braids for like 20 years or something. I honestly haven't had braids since I was a child. So I would love to have braids again. There's a lot of things that I really want to try this year. And I just feel like, especially being 18 months out of having another baby, I just feel like I'm ready to just be a bit more about me and trying new things and like discovering myself, and all of those things are kind of where my head is at the moment. So I will be having it again. I will vlog it. I will share about it again. I'm actually having it done at a different salon this time. So I will share all of my experience. So let me know what other videos you would love to see. I've got a lot planned in terms of fashion and styling, but I will also be doing hair, beauty, all that good stuff. I'm looking forward to being back on YouTube full force. This is actually one of my favorite platforms, but it's also the hardest, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm really trying to commit myself this year to just investing my time, my energy, everything into making this channel really great and really informative and valuable for you guys. So let me know what you would love to see in the comments below. And if you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, come on girl, just click subscribe down below and I would love to have you join the family. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.